Hi everyone, this is Heidi with Heidi and Franny's Garage. A few weeks ago, Franny showed you the 356 toolkit, and what I'd like to do today is show you a basic toolkit for most any car that you can use on the road today. And that's up next. So many of you are probably thinking, well, you know what? I have my cell phone and a credit card, and that's great if you have cell phone reception, but a lot of times we don't have the cell coverage here in Colorado. In fact, not too long ago, if you watch one of our videos back, it's called the Canyon Run, and Franny and I had out both of the 911s, and sure enough, when I was up there, we stopped to help a motorist and there was no reception at all. I mean, I just checked my phone and I don't even have service up here.
Nope,
so.
Nothing up here.
If that's the case and you do want to just have that as an option, that's fine. I just recommend that you have a really good pair of walking shoes because you might be walking for a while to find the nearest place that can help you. The first area that I want to talk about is the glove box area of your car. I'm putting these things just there for quick and easy access. So the first thing is a glass break tool and seatbelt cutter. This is not going to do you any good if it's in your tool kit in the trunk somewhere. A couple of flashlights, it'd be nice to have them close by in case you do end up getting a flat or something like that and you need to, look around. A whistle, if all else fails. And then just a tire pressure gauge. That's obviously something that you can check your tire pressures pretty often when you're at the gas station. I think 90% of what usually happens to motorists on the side of the road when they get stranded are from flat tires. So let's talk about flat tires. So there's a couple of key things that I want you to remember if you do end up pulling on the side of the road. You should have some sort of warning sign. You can buy something like this, which is one of these little triangles that you put up that say, emergency, and you put it in front of your car to let other motorists know for you to get off the road. The other thing are these safety light sticks. If you have two of them, I have two because one of them might not work. I would go ahead and use both of them just to let people know. Give you plenty of room to go around you. So if you have a spare tire, you're going to need a jack. A lot of the Porsches, they have the jack stored in one area and they have the other parts of it stored in the toolkit. Well, if you've lost the toolkit, the jack's not going to be much use. So another thing is the tire inflator and pressure gauge. These are great. Slime makes them. There's some other brands out there. Plus it has the built-in tire pressure gauge, which is nice. The foot pump is very handy for the car that doesn't have a cigarette lighter at all. Make sure that you check out these foot pumps and make sure that it actually works. Some of them are pretty junky. This is the 14-inch Stowable Lug Wrench. The reason why I like this is because you can put it in your toolkit. It doesn't take up space the way most lug wrenches do. Now it is a little bit smaller, but it's still pretty serious. And what I love about it, especially for a sports car, is the fact that it folds up and nicely goes into your toolkit. Let's say we do not have a spare tire, and we do have a video out there on how you deal with a flat tire. It's on our Mini Cooper. Our Mini Cooper does not have a spare. And one of the ways that you can deal with that is by getting something called a tire plug kit. So go ahead and check that video out if you haven't already. A lot of cars these days don't have room to carry the spare, and so you might be in a situation where you still need, obviously, to have some way to pump up your tire, but you're going to use the tire plug kit instead. Let's talk about the battery. The older cars, sometimes you could leave the lights on and all of a sudden, you go to start your car and the car doesn't start. You may want to have a set of jumper cables with you. And then there is a Microstart, which is more of a portable thing that you can take with you for a day trip that you might want to have. Let's just talk about some extreme weather stuff. Little Milar blankets. Can't hurt to have some of these in your toolkit for emergency reasons. Also, emergency ponchos. There's nothing worse than trying to be working on a flat tire if it's pouring rain out or something like that. Just large trash bags that I keep rolled up. If you have a blanket, it might be helpful. You're going to be lying on the ground. Hand cleaner, you know, for when you get all schmutzy from working on the car. Razor knife, this is something I keep it in the plastic. I figured that if I got into an emergency situation, I'd figure out how to open it. It's the same with the safety glasses. I would go ahead and keep the safety glasses in the plastic so that ready to go if you need them. Bungie cords. I have some of those in my little baggie here. Obviously have some latex gloves. So if you think about it beforehand, you put the gloves on first. I have some like one single-use super glue. It's like $1. I mean, you never know. Maybe there's something that needs to be glued. Some of these blue paper towel things, wet wipes, along with your hand sanitizer. So that sort of thing. I do have a first aid kit. You may cut yourself in the process of trying to fix your tire or anything else. So a couple of lights here. The cool thing about this light, it kind of hangs. So like if you need to get in your engine bay area, you can move it all around. Headlight, great for when you need to get up in the engine, or even if you're trying to change a tire, you'll have a way to not have to worry about holding the light. Funnel, you never know when you might need some oil. Make sure that if you have a car that requires oil, that you have a spare thing of oil. And interior of car, once again, really all cars should probably have some sort of fire extinguisher in them. Socket set, pretty handy. Harbor Freight is great. They have a nice little kit here. I think it was about $20. The wrenches, unfortunately, for our cars won't work because they are US, not metric. All the other sockets they have a bunch of metric stuff in here. And so I just got one of these for our car. And then, you know, your basic toolkit itself, you know, you have your wrenches and your sockets and pliers and screwdrivers and that sort of thing left in here. That's the rest of the tools. So I do actually have some tools along with my emergency stuff. I hope you enjoyed this video of my emergency items and my toolkit that I put together for all of my cars. I would love to hear feedback from you in the comments section if I've forgotten anything, or possibly even some other ideas for content that we can deliver to you in the future. If you enjoyed this video, I would really love it if you could give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe to our channel, hit the notification bell if you want to be notified as soon as we put a new video up. And until next time, safe travels. Bye.